Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with y'all a stock that is breaking out currently and why you should keep it on your watch list. And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of y'all who watched the video that I just put out like 2 hours ago and dropped your stocks of interest, and also those who dropped your stocks of interest in the comment section of Thursday's video, right after the intro. Alright, y'all. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm on your way in. Let's get started. So the futures market is currently open. It actually opened up on Friday and it was on a steady climb. And right now it's looking pretty good. I don't think we're gonna collapse anytime soon. I think we're gonna stay at that same exact level. Right now the SPY is up by 0.49%. All right. And I think it's going to stay there and it's going to go even higher. I think 40, 50 will be touched tomorrow. It might even be breached. All right. But I will follow up on that one in the morning. Now, the stock for this video, the stock that all of you are looking at on the thumbnail that is breaking out is FUTU. All right. And FUTU Holdings is looking pretty good. Somebody have been asking about this thing in the comment section, and I like it. And I like it for this reason and for this reason alone. If you look on a daily and you zoom in right here, as you can see, there is a pretty clean flag that broke out on Thursday. And it's not looking bearish at all. The nice thing that I like about it is that it had this little pullback and buyers actually stepped in heavy around the afternoon to like the close, right? I like this a lot. So the one thing that I am looking for is for this thing to actually follow the market. Again, the market is looking pretty bullish. This is looking very, very bullish for all of you who have been subscribing to the channel for a while. This is not something new. All right, we have done this before, we have seen this before, and I think that if you're open up at like 157, maybe even 160, and it doesn't drop, I think the short sellers who got in like right out the gates over here, these individuals right there, I think they're all gonna cover. And when they cover, again, when short sellers cover, stocks spike. That's what usually happens. In order for shorts to cover, they have to buy back their shares that they use to short the stock. All right. And when they buy it back, they get squeezed. And late short sellers who have no clue what's going on, who are still hoping for the stock to go all the way down to like 110, all right, they get squeezed because they buy it back at a much higher price. And that causes a short squeeze to the upside. Where could this thing go? I think we can go all the way to like somewhere over here. Definitely meet the previous highs of 200 and maybe even higher. How long is it gonna take? Again, that really varies, but definitely keep this one on your watchers for sure. The setup is looking very clean. I'm watching it closely. I can't wait to see exactly how it opens up in the morning. All right, therefore it is good enough for me to mention it in this video. Now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. The very first one that we're going to be covering today, that stock is BA. We gotta talk about BA and what's going on with BA. And currently, right after that bullish engulfing candle, it's been on an uptrend, but it's very annoying in the sense that the volume is diminishing, and every time it has a pop, it gets sold off during that day, and it's aggravating the longs and the shorts. Eventually, it's gonna run higher. Again, the trend for BA is up. It's making lower highs over time. All right, I'm not bearish on this thing. I don't think it's gonna crumble all the way back down to 220 or maybe even 200. I don't think so. I think the worst case scenario is that it takes a super long time for it to breach this level right here. Like the worst case scenario for it to breach 275 is for it to drag its feet for weeks and weeks and weeks before breaking out, which will be super aggravating, right? But No, don't sleep on the stock. BA is a reputable company. They've been struggling because of obviously the situation, the world situation with a certain virus. But yeah, currently right now it's not looking that bad. All right, so it might consolidate and then eventually it's gonna make up its mind. I'm bullish on this thing, and I definitely would say that you should watch this thing closely for a move to the upside. All right, especially if you follow the markets. Now, the next one that we're going to be talking about in this video, that stock is CRSR. All right, and CRSR, I'm still holding calls on this thing, and I think that it's gonna go higher. I think it's gonna get in here, as I told y'all before. Watch this thing for a move all the way up to like 40 bucks. If it misbehaves, then I would definitely get rid of it. But right now, it's not looking terrible. It's not looking bad. I'm being very, very patient right now. I got time on my contracts, and I do think that we're gonna get it here, especially if the market is going the way it's going. All right, my thoughts and opinions are not changing regarding this stock. The next one that somebody asked about TER. In TER right now, TER looks good. Let me just erase all of that and then let me zoom out over here. Okay, this is as far as I can zoom out. TER is a growth stock. Every time the stock dips, dip buyers step in heavy and buy it back up. All right, it's been doing quite well for quite some years. Every single time it drops, it has a move back up again, and dip buyers are not letting this thing go for some reason. I don't know too much about the company, but I wouldn't bet against it. I would not want to go short. I really would not, and I wouldn't advise anybody to try to short it down for a move downwards. This is not the setup for that. Definitely not. So keep this one in your watches for sure. I think it has one more solid day before it goes sideways and then before it runs later. I think so. Again, that's like the worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, it hangs out here, like between 134 and 130 and 125, right? And then it runs eventually. It runs in that trend. But as of right now, um, definitely keep it on your watches. Definitely keep it on your watches for sure. The next one that we're going to be talking about in this video, that stock is AMTX. All right. And AMTX, I made a video on this one about how it was going very, very parabolic and how I was looking to short this thing. All right. I tried to short it and it just would not collapse. And then it showed a bullish piercing candle right here. And that usually results in a short squeeze. So definitely be careful if you're short selling. Be very, very, very careful. This thing could squeeze all the way up to 35 bucks, maybe even 40. Because that's where I personally, as a short seller, will be more comfortable going in short. Anywhere up there, as long as it spikes very, very fast, I would love to short it up again. All right, I would like to short it all the way over here. Let me just draw that thing. That way we know exactly what we're looking for. All right, somewhere in here, that's where I would love to go in short to make money on this drop all the way over here. But as of right now, it's looking very dangerous, people. Don't try to short this thing. Either stay on the sidelines or look for intradays to the long side until everybody's pupils get very, very big, until there is all of this euphoria that the stock is gonna go up to $100 in like 2 to 3 weeks. Until that happens, yeah, either be on the sidelines or trade intraday, and that's really all I gotta say about this one. Now is not the time to short. Definitely not the time to short. The next one that we're going to be addressing in this video is Twitter. Somebody asked about Twitter, and Twitter has been behaving like a growth stock. It has been. It really has been. But as of right now, I think I don't have expectations of it. I'm not trading it. I'm not looking to trade it. It just doesn't seem interesting to me. I think it's just gonna stay over here for a while. I think so. I don't have high hopes for Twitter at all. Should you watch it? Yes. Could it follow the market to the T? It hasn't been doing such a good job at that. All right, there is better opportunities out there that look better for me, I would say. So again, keep it on your watch list, but I really don't have any high expectations. And also, earnings is around the corner in like 3 weeks. All right, in 3 weeks, we will see exactly how it behaves. It may go out of this box, it may get back into this box, it may stay in here all the way to earnings. And then earnings will be the deciding factor on its fate, whether it has a gap down and a flush, or they actually crush earnings and it moves back up towards 80 bucks. All right, but that one has to be reassessed in time, and that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, it helps the channel a lot and it allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on these post-market analysis videos, which are released every single day in the afternoon, and the pre-market analysis videos, which are released in the mornings during trading hours. All right, if you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul Nguma and at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is new to you, if trading is brand new and you would like to get started in the stock market, I'll have some step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 15 minutes or less for you to get signed up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get 2 free stocks after signing up with Webull. Use my very first link in the description below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video, alright? Enjoy the outro.